Hi, thanks for joining me today. The topic is spiritual protection using words. So, we're talking about prayers, invocations, requests. First, a special hello to my listeners, and I hope I pronounced this right. Shoren in the Netherlands. Thank you so much for tuning in. It means a lot to have your support. So, let's jump in here. This is a topic near and dear to my heart. If you find it helpful or enjoyable, please like and subscribe because it helps other people find me. And I'm doing this to try to help as many people as I can. So let's talk about this. During times of spiritual warfare, it becomes crucial to protect ourselves spiritually. And it's because negative energies attack us, and spiritual protection raises a barrier between us and those energies. If we allow anything or anyone into our energy field, our aura, we open up gateways to allow spiritual enemies in as well. These energies can clog our minds and make us lose our ability to be productive on our own. The bad vibes and evil eyes sent to us by other people leave residue in our energy, and if we do not cleanse them, they can cause harm. When we're walking our spiritual path, and I'm sure all of you are, we're often attacked to throw us off the track. Therefore, it becomes necessary to remain vigilant about the energies that we allow to be around us. Although it's not necessary to do a protection ritual every day, simple cleansing works for some situations. It all depends on your specific situation. Some things require more heavy duty protection. I'll be talking about that as well. It's essential to note that focusing on fear and worrying about negative outcomes can attract to you the very outcome that you don't desire. It causes your energy to flow the opposite of how you want it to. So instead of fearing, remain positive and trust the universe and God and your angels are going to take care of you. Constantly being fearful and feeling like you need to do protection over and over will give the universe the impression you're manifesting something to be protected from. Something to think about. Protect yourself and then let it go. Leave it up to whoever you believe in. God, the universe, the creator. If we stay grounded and keep low vibrations out of our energy, we place a barrier around ourselves, a protective barrier, and we make ourselves nearly impenetrable. We stand true to our power and show that no weapon formed against us shall prosper. As you grow spiritually and improve your self awareness, protecting your energy becomes more and more important. There's people who think that once you reach a certain point that you're immune to this. No, I'm not immune to it. I've been attacked plenty by people and entities, and so have other people that are doing nothing but trying to help others and make the world a better place. So just know that. Whether you're an empath, you're highly sensitive, seeking balance, you've got other gifts like intuition, you've got that angelic connection, you're a medium, or you're just very intensely on your spiritual path. Incorporating spiritual protection practices can make a whole world of difference in how you feel when you're interacting with the world. And the helpful and basic spiritual protection practices I'm going to share with you today will help shield you emotionally, mentally, and spiritually from external negative energies and influences. By practicing energetic protection, you can feel more grounded, centered, and balanced through your days and with any interaction that you may encounter. So, what are spiritual protection practices? Well, there's a lot of physical things, and I did a whole episode on that. You can look for that of physical items that you can use, and that's a topic unto itself. But protection practices are spiritual and energetic techniques designed to shield you from external energies that can affect your inner peace. Just as you protect your physical body, it's equally important to protect your emotional and spiritual bodies. Spiritual protection practices create a barrier that shields you from negative and draining environments and relationships and can safeguard you from emotional or psychic energy attacks. Protection practices come in many different forms. Again, there are a lot of physical ones as well, and they're basic enough for you to incorporate some into your everyday life. And then there's some that are for special circumstances I'll be talking about. So, why you might need spiritual protective practices, everybody needs them. I'll just put that right out there. But in physics, it's accepted that energy cannot be created or destroyed. It simply is, and it changes from one form to another, which is why we never die. We live in an energetically charged world, and protecting yourself from negative energy that can be stressful environments, toxic people, entities, or even negative social media in general, right now, the news is pretty toxic. It's very beneficial. Without proper energy protection, it's easy to feel energetically drained, and I'm sure a lot of you are feeling that right now. I'm sure you're hearing it from clients. You feel overwhelmed or emotionally imbalanced. Spiritual protection practices help you maintain emotional balance and avoid being affected by others' negativity. It clears your negative energy away from your aura, your surroundings. It helps you feel grounded and centered, even in chaotic or overwhelming situations. And right now, life is pretty chaotic and overwhelming here in the US. So you need all the help you can get, folks. Protect your energy field from unwanted influences, whether they're seen or unseen. So, in other words, human or non human. And some methods in times of spiritual warfare, you seek solace and strength in prayers for angelic defense or God's intervention. These prayers call upon divine protection, summoning angels to guard and guide you through life's challenges. Embrace the power of these sacred words to shield your soul and fortify your faith. We're going to jump right in because I have a lot to share with you today. So, the first thing, I know a lot of people are down on affirmations, but not everybody is. And there's people out there who like to use them. So, these are for you. These are the only affirmations I'm going to cover in today's episode. Positive affirmations strengthen your energetic boundaries and reinforce mental and emotional resilience. I like them because I have a mental health background and I found them extremely effective for my patients. So there you go. First one is I am surrounded by a protective shield of light that keeps me safe. Next one, negative energy cannot penetrate my space. I am grounded and balanced. You can try, I release any energy that is not mine and call back my own energy. That's actually one of my favorites. I am protected, safe, and secure. Or only positive energy surrounds me. And lastly, I release all that does not serve my highest good. That's a powerful and short and sweet one. So the benefit is that they empower you and strengthen your energy protection. They retrain your brain to think differently and expect differently, and they really help in kind of strengthen any intentions you have. This is one of my favorites. I do this before, actually at the start of every day and before any kind of mediumship, whether it's with angels or spirit, and it's the invocation of the archangels. You face east and you say this sacred spiritual invocation. I say it in the morning when I first wake up. I find that very effective to like start my day in the right state of mind. You can also say it when you're in fear or need of extra protection. And from those of you who are also spiritual workers like myself, it's a good thing to say at the start of your workday, if not before every session. Clients like to hear it too because they benefit from it. So here it is. By the grace of God, I invoke the protection of the archangels. Archangel Michael, I invoke thee for protection and ask that you stand at my right side with your angel warrior energy. Archangel Uriel, I invoke thee for protection and ask that you stand at my left side, transmuting negative energy into positive energy. Archangel Raphael, I invoke thee for protection and ask that you stand before me with your healing angel energy. And Archangel Gabriel, I invoke thee for protection and ask that you stand behind me and give me strength, great messenger of God. Michael to my right, Uriel to my left, Raphael before me, and Gabriel behind me. Thank you. When I do that, I feel each archangel coming in, and you might too. I feel it as a very strong rush of energy. I'm smiling today because every time I mention Uriel, who I really love her, I feel her energy is super strong on my left side, and you might feel a different archangel. Here's a different one with a little different take on invoking angelic assistance. It's called Invocation of the Angels of the Four Directions. I come before you asking for the divine protection of the angels of the four directions. To the angel of the east, I seek your wisdom and guidance. Fill me with clarity and insight. Help me see the truth in all things. To the angel of the south, I ask for your courage and strength. Protect me from all harm and negativity. Empower me to stand firm in your love. To the angel of the west, I request your healing and comfort. Wash away my fears and doubts. Surround me with peace and serenity. To the angel of the north, I call for your stability and grounding. Anchor me in faith and righteousness. Keep me steadfast in your holy presence. I trust in your unfailing love and protection. And here's another one. It's called Request for Angelic Watchfulness. Angels, I ask for your protection. Watch over me, guard my steps, and shield me from harm. With you, I have strength. With you, I have courage. Surround me with your powerful energy. Please stand by my side, vigilant and ready. In moments of fear, remind me of your might. In times of doubt, anchor me in your love. Thank you for your divine protection, and I thank you for your unwavering defense. Now, the next one is one that I actually learned this from my mediumship mentor, Suzanne Wilson, the Carefree Medium, when I was studying with her years ago. And I've elaborated on it because I was inspired by my angels to do so. So it's called the Blue Waterfall of God's Love and Protection. You do it in the shower when the water is hitting right on the top of your head, and keep it hitting the top of your head as you say this. I'm standing under the blue waterfall of God's love and protection, washing away all negativity from within and without, leaving me a pure and radiant reflection of God's love. I feel so much energy coming in just saying that. You can say it 2 or 3 times. I just say it every time the water's hitting right on the top of my head. And as you do this, visualize any negativity that's within you, in your heart, in your mind, in your auric field from other people, external forces, washing away, going down the drain to disperse harmlessly into the universe. Feel your light shining strong and easily able to resist all attempts by dark energy to affect you in any way. It's just a great way to start the day. The next one is asking for angelic escort through darkness. Angels, I humbly seek your divine intervention. As shadows encircle me, I call upon my celestial guides. Please send additional angels to light my path through this darkness. Let their wings be a shield, their presence a fortress. Pierce through the night with your radiant glory. Guide me with the brilliance of your glorious light. Surround me, celestial warriors, so that no harm may come near. Let your words of light banish all fear and despair. I walk with courage, for I am never alone. Angelic guardians stand by my side as I journey through the unknown. Wrap me in your divine protection. That is so powerful. Even as I'm saying it, I'm tearing up because I feel so much angelic energy coming in. And sometimes it just really affects me that way. The next prayer is for times when you're under spiritual attack. You're feeling terrorized, hopeless, and exhausted. And it happens. I think most of us have had times like that in our life. I know I have. It's called, get these tears off my face, sorry. Prayer for angelic strength in spiritual warfare. Lord, I come before you with fire in my heart and conviction in my soul. I know you hear my prayer, and I am confident in your mighty power. Surround me with your heavenly army. I ask that you send your angels to stand guard around me. Let their wings be a shield and their swords ablaze against the forces of darkness. I call upon their divine protection and strength. In the face of spiritual warfare, I will not falter. With your angels by my side, I am empowered and fearless. Let their presence remind me of your protection and deep love. Fill me with courage, Lord. Let the light of your angels illuminate my path and scatter the shadows. I trust in your divine plan and the heavenly warriors you send. I declare victory in your name. With angelic strength, I stand tall, unwavering, and unshakable. All glory and honor to you, Lord. Amen. The next one is one I use every single day. I am a very sensitive empath, and it's so sensitive that I considered it a curse for a long time. When I found out what it was, I still considered it a curse until I started doing my spirituality work, especially when I started doing it full time, because it became very apparent to me how it makes everything I do better because of that gift. So it is a spiritual gift, but you need to protect yourself. It's called God's golden bubble of love and protection. So when you're afraid, you're nervous, experiencing dark energy attacks, or you're an empath, do this before you start your day. And this spiritual protection can help you quickly. You can say, I'm putting God's golden bubble of love and protection around me now. And as I do that, I visualize this sheer golden bubble completely encasing me all over. I can see through it. Nothing can get in. I don't want to. And if I still feel, let's say you can do this in your head. I should be very clear about this. So there used to be times when I'd go to these management meetings and they were very long, hours long, and there was some very toxic people in there and it was affecting me very negatively. And so silently in my head, I'm adding more bubbles until I didn't feel it anymore, till I could just sit there and get through the meeting and not be negatively affected. I do it if I have to go to a place like a crowded store like Walmart or something. Too many people, too much energy, a little too chaotic. So it doesn't have to be when you're under attack, but you can just keep imagining at night if I need it, if I'm under attack, like when I know there's something dark coming after me, I'll put a bubble around myself and then I put a bubble around my bed, then my bedroom, then my house, then my property. And I even put one around my car just so there's no windows to get in. And then I go to sleep because I feel much better. And I like to state it out loud as I do it when I'm in private. So again, it can be done at home, in a business, a hotel, wherever you happen to be. Doing it out loud is nice, but not necessary. It's more important that you're saying it to yourself and visualizing that bubble going around you. This method works really well against toxic people. So if you have a toxic work environment, you have to be around some toxic friends or family. Hopefully, you eliminate a lot of that. When you feel their energy affecting you negatively, put golden bubbles around yourself. This next prayer is specifically for when you feel in danger. I think it's important to give you some ammunition for things like that. It's called Request for Heavenly Assistance in Times of Danger. I come before you today with a heart full of trust and surrender. I know you are my shield and my protectors. Gather around me now and send additional holy angels to surround me in this time of danger. Let their mighty wings be a barrier against all harm. Grant me the courage to face my fears and the wisdom to see a divine hand guiding me through every trial. I trust in your unfailing love and surrender my worries and anxieties into your capable hands. Cover me with your angelic energy, your divine protection, and let your peace fill my heart. Thank you, angels, for your constant care and the assurance of your presence. The next one's called a prayer for angelic armor. It's not the strongest protection I know. I save that for when I'm helping people who are under demonic attack. But if you're under spiritual attack, you've tried other methods and you still feel uneasy or frightened, this is the prayer for you. And just I'm not holding out on you. I'm not supposed to just put that out there to the public. I'm supposed to use it in emergency situations. So, God, I come before you, humbled and in all of your mighty power. Thank you for your unwavering love and protection. I seek your divine shield, Lord. Clothe me in angelic armor so I may stand firm against any evil that comes my way. With your strength, I can face any challenge. Bless me with angelic defense so I may walk boldly in faith and righteousness. Surround me with your holy angels that they may guard me through the trials and tribulations of life. Let their presence be a constant reminder of your love and protection. Empower me, Lord, to be courageous and steadfast. With you by my side, I need not fear any darkness. Thank you, Father, for being my refuge and strength. I trust in your divine protection always. Amen. The next method is to repel evil when you feel it or see it. And sometimes it's feeling it. You might feel terrified and you're not quite sure why. Let's say you're in your house alone or in bed and you suddenly feel terrified, or you see like dark shadows, something just it doesn't feel right. You could feel queasy. You could feel very sick to your stomach. You could get a pain in your solar plexus, which is the upper abdomen. That's all just warning you. So it's important that you say this loudly and with conviction. And I'm going to back off because I'm going to do that. And I don't want to blast your eardrums out. But this is for banishing evil. Get out. Anything that is not of the light must leave this place now. Only that of the light, that of my best and highest good may remain. Any evil must get out now. Throw your arms out vehemently as you're saying this. Gesture it. I mean, it puts more energy into it. You may need to say it 2 or 3 times. It works. I've used it quite a bit when I was under demonic attack and when they tried to sneak in later, I'm not having it. So it stops it like that. When you use this method, it's possible that you could see a sign from your angels letting you know that they're there. It could be a big flash of white light or a wide white arc of light. But you will feel a deep sense of peace when you see that kind of sign. It just leaves you feeling safe. I remember telling my daughter when I was under that lengthy demonic attack, I would I would banish the evil. I would see the arc of white light or a big flash, and I'd feel such peace. I'd just go to sleep. And she said, "How could you go to sleep?" Like, because I knew the angels were there. My angels were there. They were on it. They showed me they're there and fighting it. What can I do that they can't do? I had to sleep. I'm human. I need my sleep. So I just want to let you know there's some peace possible for you no matter what the situation is. I want to give you some simple methods because sometimes you need something short and sweet to say. It's good to have at least one that you've memorized and you can recall easily. So here are some options for you to consider. I am safe, sound, and protected. I am grounded and connected to the earth. I am shielded from negative energies. I am strong and resilient. I invite only positive and loving energies into my life. Remember, you can create your own spiritual protection. Use words you're comfortable with. Use terms that feel right to you. You're not limited to the ones I mention on this podcast. Here's a short request I make every night just before sleeping, and you might like this or something like it. Angels surround me, angels protect me, and those I love and care about. I just sort of developed it short, but I kept developing it, tweaking it over decades. Something short and sweet I can say that kind of covers everything. This is important to know. One of the most loving and powerful methods for spiritual protection is just saying no. Say no and mean it whenever you don't want to do something or it doesn't feel right to you. It could be your intuition, your angels, guides, or ancestors trying to get your attention. They could, they are always trying to help you avoid pitfalls and dangers. Do not force yourself to do something if you feel you shouldn't. Say no. Only you can set boundaries for yourself and uphold them. So, when to use protection practices? They're useful anytime you feel energetically vulnerable. Here are some common situations where they could be particularly beneficial. Before entering a crowded or chaotic environment, after a difficult conversation or interaction with someone draining, during stressful periods when you're more susceptible to negative energy, before engaging in spiritual or energy work to maintain a clear, protected space. There's many other reasons and times to do it, but this is just a brief list to get your mind working on that. Incorporating these helpful and basic spiritual protection practices into your routine will help safeguard your energy, keep you grounded, and build your emotional resilience. And you need it now. These are tough times, all of which can make you feel empowered as you move through life. When you honor your energetic needs, you strengthen your spiritual base and connect with your inner strength as you protect your personal space. Energetic self-care is as important as physical and emotional self-care. It strengthens your holistic personal growth, your personal wellness. I trust you found this episode helpful. If you have questions, leave a comment. I will respond to everyone, always have. tried some of these techniques or others of your own, leave a comment about that and your experience because it could be helping a lot of people. Tune in next week. The topic is recognizing high emotional intelligence. In the meantime, may your angels surround you. May your angels protect you every moment, every day of your life. I'll see you next week.